Shout out to J&J.
So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
This is, episodes, man. You guys got a real good thing going on.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your favorite sports analyst, Jamar McKeel. My favorite man co-host right here,
James Jerwitz.
And y'all finna get sued with J&J Sports episode 121 on this good Sunday morning. James, how you feeling, man?
I feel excellent. It's a beautiful day, and football season's right around the corner.
Football season is really, literally next week, you guys, and this is what we've been waiting for our teams to really, and we can kind of get into that at the end, how we feel about our teams going into this regular season. But, James, we got a lot to cover, man. You ready?
I'm ready.
So we had to throw the baton out for this one, man. So the legendary player, John Wall, has officially announced his retirement from the NBA. Now, James, when I heard this last night, I was like, yo, I had to skip my other topic to cover this. James, how you feel when you heard this, about this, like, just him retiring? Like, it's
an NBA legend, and I mean, I feel like he still had some gas in the tank. He could have played a few more years if he had wanted to.
Yeah, definitely.
But, maybe for him, he just believed it was time, and hey, I think he's going to do really well.
Yeah, definitely. The legendary, man, posterizer defensive player made his announcement this past Wednesday, man. Just to get us into the first question. How shocked were you when you heard this news, and which team was he the most elite in, just kind of watching him?
I was pretty surprised just because, I feel like he could still play a little bit longer. Although, judging by teams, he was on 3 different teams. I would have to say I really love the work that he did with the Rockets just because, he was in this city and he was visible to Houstonians.
Yeah, definitely. I was shocked, too, that he retired sooner. It wasn't even about, with him, it wasn't even about just him getting a ring or anything. It's just like, we want to see him just kept doing what he was doing. He was amazing. One of my favorite defensive point guards to ever really play. Because there's not a lot of them, you guys, defensive point guards, but he's one of the ones that kind of gave people a hard time that I liked. The most elite team that I seen him like really strive in was the Wizards, James. I mean, that was the team that kind of made him, to be honest.
Yeah, they drafted him, they developed him.
Yeah.
And
it really wasn't just no quick, like, okay, we got you, year or two, give you away. Like, I feel like they groomed him.
They held on to him for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So he did a lot of work over there. If we kind of look at his highest stats that he had with the Wizards, he averaged 23 points, 10 assists, 2 steals, and was 45% from the field goal range. So that's a solid stat sheet. Definitely a solid stat sheet. And you guys, we want to read out the key message that he kind of posted. Today, I'm stepping off the court, but not away from the game. Basketball will always be in my life, and new opportunities will present themselves. I'm ready for the next chapter. James, it seemed like you said, it seemed like he still had that fire in him. What were your reaction hearing this message, like, for the first time? Like, what's your reaction?
I like it. I think it was, very well said by him. He put everything that he needed to in the message. But, he's also thinking forward with this quote, talking about the next chapter. And I'm not sure what that's going to be, but I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. This alone just kind of shows the passion that he had for the game. I'm always have respect for him, James. I think his next chapter will be coaching. I really agree. Like, he probably will still play, outside ball, here and there. He can maybe even go overseas. I can see that too.
That's
what a lot of these players are doing. But I see coaching. I don't know if it's professional coaching or, smaller, maybe high school, probably not high school, maybe college. But yeah.
He could start at really any level that he'd like to and kind of work his way up.
Exactly. If we kind of look into the small key moments of just John Wall outside the court in his achievement list. I don't know if you remember this, James. He got emotional after that overtime win versus the Celtics for the young girl who had cancer. And she couldn't beat it, and, she died from it. So he went extra hard that game. Did you see that kind of interview press conference? It was like a while back.
Yeah, and, anytime you have a situation like this, I think it's kind of emotional for everyone. Yeah. I mean, even for the other team. But, he took this on and he went out and he put on a performance, for the woman.
Yeah, for the young lady. That was amazing. I know it's hard. You on national television, just kind of showing your emotions. Like, we have to realize these athletes are humans. These are humans as well, and that's a good thing to kind of just put your work in for stuff like that. Definitely like that. The famous Dougie he did at the All-Star game really got a lot of buzz from it. That was one of my favorite things, kind of like getting to the Dougie. Let's get into his achievement list, you guys. 5-time NBA All-Star. Then we got him as an All-NBA third-team selection, an NBA All-Defensive second-team selection, and an NBA Slam Dunk Contest champion in 2014. James, just out of this list, which one would be your favorite, the most commendable you think he has out of this achievement?
I really like this 5-time NBA All-Star because, that shows that he's gained the respect of everybody else in his organization, but also on other teams as well.
He showed like he's not just a regular player that's good on a team. Like he's...
Another one that sticks out to me from what you said about how he was a defensive point guard was the all-defensive second team.
Yes, he was different. And I have a list actually just out of my favorite list right here on this last question. So based off his stats and achievements and what we know about him, does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? And what would you rank him as far as defensive point guards?
Defensive point guards, I'd say, in let's say the past 10 years, he's got to be definitely in the top 5. Mm-hmm. I think he's probably going to make the Hall of Fame. I could see him. I'd be surprised if he wasn't voted in pretty quickly.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely Hall of Famer. He was just like another Westbrook. Got a lot of respect. Like, I remember the game where he was with the Clippers, and he went back to play the Wizards, and they wasn't even in the lead. Like, they were real close, but he scored, and the crowd just went crazy. Like, it's basically like, yo, this is my house. This is, you know what I mean? Like, you could feel that. He was like another Westbrook.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, it seemed like he was pretty good at that, at gaining the crowd's respect.
Absolutely. And then back into this defensive list, man. So we got number 1, I had to put Patrick Beverley. He's just number 1. And his story was just so crazy, James. Growing up in Chicago, a lot of teams were declining him, and he just found a way. You know what I mean? Definitely. Then number 2, I had to put John Wall. His story was pretty same kind of commendable, but yeah, the dude, defense, he's a problem for sure. And that's what I like to see, James. A lot of point guards, they just want to score. Now, we know you're the sole movement of the ball and how your team moves, but you can play both parts. If you get a team get the steal, you run down and make a play, make it happen. So that's the type of stuff I like to see. And then Russell Westbrook, he plays pretty good defense too when when is needed, for sure.
Yeah, he's able to switch it on whenever he needs to.
Oh yeah, he's insane for sure. But shout out to you, John Wall, man. We appreciate everything you've done, man. Just being an all-star for the NBA, just doing your thing, man. If you do come back, definitely go overseas. Want to see how you do over there, coaching. We'll keep you guys updated on just John Wall and like what his future's gonna look like. For sure. We got some sports news of the day, James. You ready, man?
Ready.
First up, man, J&J Sports.
Coming to y'all live in 2025.